Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aqmalia Mahfiroh. I want to tell you about my storytelling with the title A Sleeping Beauty. Once upon a time, there lived a good king and his queen. They had no children for many years and were very sad. Then one day, the queen gave birth to a lovely baby girl and the whole kingdom was happy. There was a grand celebration and all the fairies in the kingdom were invited. But the king forgot to invite an old fairy. She came to the celebration but was very angry. Soon, it was time to give the baby with special wishes. The good fairies wished her well and said, "May she grow to be the most beautiful girl in the world. She will sing sweetly and dance so well. She will live happily." All the fairies blessed the baby and gave her beautiful gift. When it was the old fairy's turn, she said, "When the baby is 16, she will touch a spindle and die." The king and the queen were shocked and begged the fairy to forgive them and take her word back, but the fairy refused to do so. When the other fairies saw the king and the queen crying, they said, "We cannot undo what the old fairy has spoken, but we certainly can make it different. Your child shall not die when she touches a spindle, but she will fall into a deep sleep for 100 years." Hearing this, the king and the queen were relieved. The king forbade everyone from spinning so that the princess would never touch a spindle. The princess grew up to be a kind girl and help people in need. Everybody loved her. Years passed. When the princess was 16 years old, she was walking in the woods when she saw an old lady spinning. "What is this? May I try?" the old lady said. "Yes, of course, my pretty little child." And the princess sat down to spin. But the moment she touched the spindle, she fell to the floor in a deep slumber. The old lady took her back to the palace, and the king and queen laid her on her bed and tucked her in. They were very sad and called the good fairies. The fairies felt sorry for them and cast a spell over the whole kingdom, so that when the princess woke up after 100 years, she would not be alone in the palace. Everyone, including the guard, servants, and the animals, were now fast asleep for 100 years. They all slept soundly. 100 years passed. There came a prince from a far-off land. He, along with his servants, went deep into the forest and crossed many rivers. Once, the prince lost his way and was separated from the rest of the travelers. He came to the sleeping kingdom and was amazed. The guard, the servants, the cats, and the cows were all fast asleep and snoring. The prince reached the palace and entered it. No one moved. The prince then found the sleeping princess. She was such a beautiful girl that the prince kissed her. By that time, 100 years had passed by and everyone was waking up one by one. The princess yawned and opened her eyes. She saw the prince and smiled. The prince and the princess fell in love with each other. The prince wanted to marry the princess, so they went to ask for permission from their parents. The king and the queen arranged for a royal wedding. All the clothes the bride wore were 100 years old, but she looks beautiful. Soon, they were married, and then they rode away to the prince's kingdom far away. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.